what's up and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to my player career in FIFA 15. Now, if you remember back to last episode, we were right at the end of the month of November, and I was debating whether or not I wanted to play out every game in the rest of my Stuttgart loan spell, or if I just wanted to skip ahead, play the games, and then pick back up when I got back to the Sounders. I decided that I was going to play every game in the month of December and make it one episode, and things went horribly wrong, okay? I mean, you're not even going to see the footage for the month of December. There's just, everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong in that month. It was just so bad. First off, we started off the first game suspended for yellow card accumulation. I simulated the match, and we lost. So we're off to a peachy start, right? Just thrilling stuff to begin the episode with. And then we had so many games in such a short time period that my fitness was always low, and I tried to play every match, which was my mistake, the biggest mistake I made. And instead of just picking my battles and playing in the more important games, I tried to play every game, and it just went horribly wrong. So my fitness was low for every game. I could only play about 45 minutes per game, so the footage was really choppy. There weren't very many highlights from each game, and every game ended 1-0, win or lose. I mean, it was just stupid. It was terrible footage. It was my fault. I shouldn't have tried to get through that much stuff. I got greedy. Won't happen again. We're just going to continue on playing 3 games per episode. So I'm going to catch you up with what did happen in the month of December. We're still on top of the Bundesliga. Still on top of the table. Bayern Munich did catch up a little bit. They're now 1 point back of us, so things are getting tight up there. We did get knocked out of the domestic cup by Bayern Munich because I got hurt, like I said, right before the last game in December, which was the domestic cup against Bayern Munich. So that sucked. I didn't get to play against Bayern Munich, and we lost, and we got knocked out of the domestic cup. So, like I said, everything went wrong. We're going to pick this thing back up. We're now just after the winter break in the Bundesliga. They have that month-long spell, or month-long break in December, January. We have just finished that break. We've got 3 games left in January, and they're against Schalke, St. Pauli, and Hanover. Oh my god, I always want to say Hamburg. Hanover. It's Hanover. I get those two confused in my head for some reason. Hanover. So, let's jump right into that first game. It's going to be against Schalke, and let's kick this thing off. 3 games. That's all I'm doing. 3 games. Let's go. Alright, so the first game up is against Schalke. They're currently 11th in the standings when we played them, so they're struggling a little bit this season. I thought we should come away with at least 3 points right here. It was on the road, so maybe that was a little ambitious, maybe 1 point, but we do get the first opportunity. I get the ball in the box, scoop it inside, and then right there the defender kind of just wipes me out. I thought that was a foul. I thought I earned a penalty right there, but apparently the ref did not agree with me on that one, so we played on. We do get the next opportunity just a few minutes later. I play the ball up to Benteke. He somehow gets to it. Admittedly, not a very good pass on my part. He gives it back to me. I give it back to him. He's through on goal, and then does that. Like, I don't even know what that is. What was he doing? I mean, he played so poorly in this game. I couldn't believe that. He was through on goal, 1-on-1, and he just did that. I don't even know what that was. Right here, I'm waiting for him to make a run. He's not making a run, so I take it myself. Then he calls for the pass. I play it in, and he stops. Like, that's the stuff that Benteke does that pisses me off so much. I don't know why he does that kind of stuff, but he does it all the time. Schalke now with their first opportunity. Choupo-Moting from the outside of the box. It is saved and just barely saved by the keeper. A little bit of some sketchy clearances, so I call for a pass, get the ball up the field a little bit. They play it back to me. I'm going up the wing. I get by the first man with some pace, and I'm off and running. And as you can see, Benteke nowhere to be found. So I see Harnik running into the box, play the ball in, and then Benteke decides to run in there, and he heads it out of play. Like, Benteke in this game was so bad. So bad. Right here, we do have another opportunity. This time I decide to take it myself, get by the first man, get myself some space, and then I made a mistake myself. I accidentally chipped it. I didn't mean to. Just one of those deals where I just barely clipped the left bumper, and I chipped it. The best opportunity probably of the entire game came right here for Schalke off a corner. Choupo-Moting headed the ball off the crossbar and over for a goal kick. That was really the best opportunity either team got. So obviously kind of giving it away, but this game did end 0-0. A little bit later in the second half, or in the first half, we do have another opportunity. Sakai plays the ball into me. A quick pass over the top to Romeo, and Romeo, instead of bringing it down and taking a touch and then firing it, he takes it first time volley and he blasts it way over the bar. Late in the second half was really boring. It was a stalemate. Neither team had a shot on target in the second half. A lot of sloppy play. But we did get the turnover right there. I thought we could go on a little bit of a counterattack. I get the ball, play it up to Romeo. Romeo to Benteke. Benteke across to, I think that's Timo Werner. Werner tries to play it into me, but I pull up lame. I checked after the game. Apparently, I sprained my ankle right there. You can go back and watch it. I didn't do anything. Nothing happened. No one touched me. I just was running and sprained my ankle, apparently. So, yeah, I've got glass ankles, which is not a good situation. I've broken my ankle in this series. I've sprained it a bunch of times, so it's not a good situation. So we simulate up to the St. Pauli game, the second game of this episode. I'm thinking I'm out 3 weeks with a sprained ankle, but when I get to the game, it says I've been picked in the starting 11, and I'm playing. So I have no idea what just happened, but I'm happy with it. I mean, I'm not hurt, which was, I thought, the case. So next game up, it's St. Pauli, and I'm playing. So let's get right into the action in that one. I kind of forgot to let it play through the little intro there where that shows the teams. It's kind of a nice transition to start the game, but I forgot to do it. So we're just going to jump right into the action. I got a through ball over the top. Harnik picks up the little loose ball there, and it's eventually cleared away. Harnik had some bad luck in this game. He hit the post and crossbar a couple of times. He should have had a few goals, and he came away with nothing. I felt bad for the guy. Right here, we're moving it again. Abdullawi's in this time instead of Benteke. He plays the over top ball to me. This time, I do bring it down, bring it into the box, and toe poke it right through the keeper's wickets and into the goal. That was just a ridiculous goal. I was trying to keep it low, but I was trying to hit it with pace. Instead, I just kind of dinked it, and the keeper couldn't get down in time, and it ended up in the back of the net. One of the cheesiest goals I've ever scored. He just couldn't close the barn door in time, and it went right through his legs. I'll take it, though. They all count. That's what matters. A little bit later in the first half, we're moving the ball up the field again on a counterattack. When Abdullawi and I are in on the counter, we're so dangerous. I scoop the ball in, lay it off to Abdullawi, and his first time shot is a beauty. No stopping that one. That was a top-class finish from Abdullawi. I just like playing with him so much more than Benteke. We worked so well together. I mean, we're always in the spots that we want each other to be in. His finishing is top-notch. I keep saying it. We probably didn't need to buy Benteke. I mean, you're never going to say no to bringing in a guy like Benteke, but Abdullawi, in my opinion, is legit in this game. He's pretty freaking good. Just on the crest of halftime, we do get another opportunity there. I scoop, turn around one man, play the ball into Harnik. Harnik off the post. His second follow-up opportunity trickles wide. Like I said, Harnik just can't find the net. It's just so sad to watch that guy. He tried so hard. It just couldn't get it to go for him. But in the second half, St. Pauli played a lot of really, really good possession. The whole game, they were very impressive, in my opinion, in possession. They were nice passing, nice movement, and it eventually did lead to a very good opportunity here. As you can see, they're passing very quick, very on point. Pass, and then the shot comes in, but it is off the side netting. Unfortunate for them. That was a very well-worked team play and very well-worked opportunity for them. Sad that they couldn't put it away. I thought they deserved something out of that. I mean, that was very good. It's better than we've ever done. Off of a turnover right here, you can see a St. Pauli man down. So we do have a man advantage. Unfortunately, it is Benteke that is now in. So we're working the ball up. I give it to Benteke, and he fires it right into the keeper. You know, just Benteke being Benteke. It's just what it is. I do keep the ball, try a shot of my own, and it goes well wide. I mean, that was not very good. Benteke did play good in the month of December in the games you didn't see. I give him credit where credit is due. He did play well in December. But I did get a 10 rating for that game from the manager, so I was happy with that. And he's changed his tune a little bit. Remember, he was saying that I was putting poor performances on the field. Now he's saying I'm a game changer. But we are going to move right into the next game. Like I said, I forgot to film those little intros, so I got nothing to transition with. We tried a little schoolyard stuff right there off the free kick, and it ends up paying off. And it's Harnik finally getting his goal. I should have laid it off to him after that off the pass from Benteke from the free kick. I didn't see him coming in. I tried a shot of my own, but he was there to scoop up the pieces. And good for him, you know. He earned his goal. He worked so hard in these 3 games that he absolutely deserved to come away with something. Like I said, some practice pitch kind of stuff going on there. I should have laid it off to him. It would have been a nice goal, but he ended up getting the goal anyway, and we are up 1-0 on Hanover. Later in the first half, we're working the ball up again. I got the ball, trying to get by my man, give it up to Hlauschik. Hlauschik back to me up to Benteke. Benteke does not take a quick shot, instead lays it back to me on the far post, and I finish off the dirty, sweaty goal. No, I'm not proud of it, but you know what? They all count, and I was stunned that Benteke actually held that ball up instead of taking a quick shot. He almost always tries for the quick shot off of those, so I was pleasantly surprised by that. but straight from the kickoff after that goal, Hanover's working the ball back up the field, and they had some nice passing too, and it ended up with an opportunity and a goal for Hanover. We don't give up very many goals on this team, so I was a little shocked when that ball went in, but as you'll find out later, that's not our first choice keeper in there, and you'll find out why that is at the end of this episode. So I guess not as surprising as it would have been if Ulrich was the one that was in goal. In the second half, we were all over Hanover. I mean, it was not close in the second half. We took it to him. Werner getting around his man, passing it into me into Guerrezo. Guerrezo's shot's blocked. Benteke's follow-up is blocked, but Guerrezo gets a second opportunity at it, and he puts it home. What tenacious play from the little center defensive midfielder, Guerrezo. He actually scores quite a few goals for this team. He gets forward very well for us, and it is a pleasant surprise on the offensive end. Right here, again, we get the ball in there. I don't know where I was passing that one. It was a very poor pass, but I get the ball back on the edge of the box. I cut it inside, trying to get it up the field, and I get taken down in the box. Penalty all day long, no doubt about it. Was taken down from behind by a slide tackle. That guy was lucky. It was not a red card. Benteke puts the ball on the spot. He's going to take the penalty, but then he gets subbed off, and Ginchik comes on. Now Ginchik is on, is going to take the pen. If it's not Benteke, I'm okay with Benteke taking penalties. But if it's not him, it should be me. I was a little disappointed that I wasn't taking this penalty after Benteke went off. Ginchik steps up, hesitates, and screws it up. Yeah, a little disappointed, like I said, that it wasn't me taking that penalty. Should have been me. Off the ensuing corner, the ball's whipped into the box. Ginchik goes up for it, doesn't win it. But luckily, they pass it right to Harnik, and Harnik finishes off. He's got a goal in this game. I mean, I don't know how he got that one. He's just had a couple of poacher goals. His second of the game. We're up 3-1. 4-1 on Hanover. And in the 90th minute, we're deep in stoppage time now. I decided to sub myself off. There was 4 minutes of stoppage time, and I swear I don't know how they had time for that corner. And as you can see, it's 4-1 right now as I sub myself off. And I say that because I come off deep in stoppage time, and look at the score there. We won 6-1. How did we get 2 more goals when there shouldn't have even been time for that corner? I have no idea. This game sometimes, it doesn't make sense. I say it over and over, but, you know, it's FIFA. It is what it is. I did get a 9 rating for that one, a goal and an assist, and we're kind of picking the pace back up after that loss to Bayern Munich where I was hurt. We've won 2 out of the last 3 games, 7 points out of 9, not half bad, but we have reached the end of the transfer window, and as you can see, we've sold Abdullawi and Ibisevic, that's 2 strikers, and Ulrich, our number 1 keeper. We're on top of the table still, mind you. We are still number 1 team in the Bundesliga, and yet Stuttgart is selling everybody off. I don't know what they're doing. Honestly, have no idea. And to be fair, I just want to go home. I just want to go back to the Sounders. We're at the end of the transfer window. I'm still not going home. I feel like I'm being held hostage in Stuttgart. Like, SOS, somebody please come save me. I don't know what's happening, but I'm desperate to go home at this point. But it looks like I'm going to be here the rest of the season, so I'll get some more EuroLeague game experience, which will be good for me, for my growth. But as we look at the table here, as we round out the episode, we have extended our lead by 1 point on Bayern. I guess they drew or something in there, as we picked up 7 out of the 9. So we're extending our lead a little bit, still on top of the table, though we are kind of depleted for depth with all the players that we sold. So I don't know what they're planning in Stuttgart, but luckily, well, I say luckily won't be around to see it, but it looks like I will be. But that is going to do it for this episode. If you had as much fun as I did, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new. Contact the US Embassy and somebody get me the heck out of here. And I will catch you in the next episode where I will probably still be here at Stuttgart. See ya.